Hey, how you doing, baby? You good? You straight? You sure? All right now. So we are entering yet another Mercury retrograde like we do. And I feel like, it's just that time, that wonderful time of the year where you have to reflect because life be going on and on and on and we don't be stopping. But these are the times that you get to actually stop. So for me personally, one of the things that I know that I need to focus on for this Mercury retrograde is rest. I need to try to get as much rest as I possibly can and just take care of myself the best way that I can, right? Now, knowing that, one of the things that I love to do is I love to watch TV during this time. I don't like to work because I work a lot on my phone and electronics be fucking up around Mercury retrograde time anyway. So I don't really like to do too much on my phone or my computer or anything electronic except for my TV. Now, my TV will give me problems too. But for the most part, with what I like to do during the retrograde as it pertains to my TV be on fucking point. So for me, I like to watch TV, but I like to allow different things to come to me so that I can watch it because I feel like if it comes to me during this time, it means something important. I need to pay attention to it. Don't just brush it off. Look into it. So I watch, my typical little shows that I like to watch, the reality TV shows. But I really pay attention to like movies and things like that. So today, um, this movie I came across this movie title. It's called The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. It's an old movie, and I love me some old black movies. It's from like the 70s, like 19. I don't want to get it wrong. I think it's from like 79 or seven. It's between 75 and 79. I'm gonna look that up after I finish watching what I'm watching right now. But yeah, I feel like I saw this movie before. Not like watched it, but I saw this title come up for me before. Or maybe I saw like the picture or something. I was like, ooh, I want to watch that. And I might have screenshot it on my phone. I gotta go look back and see. But either way, that's what I'm on, right? Now outside of that, excuse me for the little sniffling and snuffleupagus, my kids, they got what they got. They've been breathing all in my face, so you already know how that is. But another thing that is very interesting to me during this time, what I like to pay attention to is when I do get on my phone and I dabbles and walks around the social media park. I love to see other people. The first word that came to my mind was self-destruct, but they don't really self-destruct. You just see how they're going into this decline, this this behavioral decline, and you watch them contradict themselves, and you watch them just talk all this shit because during this time, during Mercury retrograde, communication be fucked up. I don't really like to talk to nobody. I don't like to mess with my phone. It's a lot of different things dealing with the Mercury retrograde that I just don't partake in because I'm like, if the shit's gonna give me stress, and this is a time where I'm not really supposed to be stressed, I'm supposed to be learning and figuring out shit. I don't need all that. I don't need all that extra shit. So I just stay to myself. I don't like to travel. I don't go nowhere really. Unless I already had it planned before the retrograde, I don't really do shit. But I just love to get on here and see people popping their gums about some shit. And then you just watch them. Pretty much, it's like back in the day, these people would have hurt their reputation. Nobody would pay them any fucking attention because people would get tired. But because today, fucking drama sells, people faking the funk sells, people acting like they're being real but really being fake sells, ass sells. Like all the shit that people really wouldn't have entertained to a certain extent back in the day. Today, motherfuckers give it attention. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get up into it. I'm looking at this content creator and I don't even follow this content creator, But because I've watched this person's stuff, they have popped up on my shit. Now, I'm going to be honest and real. Even though I don't follow this person, at one point I was subscribed to this person's YouTube. And I was watching this person's YouTube because it was really inspiring. And I love how they delivered their messages. I love what they were talking about. I love what they were showing. Nothing nothing seemed crazy to me, and I was just like, "Oh, this is awesome." Plus, I was at the time still trying to figure out what I wanted to do when it came to content creation. And I felt like this was a good person to not look at and say, "Oh, I want to be like this person," but I was just like, it's really inspiring to see somebody who's going through what this person is going through and they're still making it. They're still getting up every single day and they're showing up for themselves. They're showing up for their kids and they're just fucking doing it. And I was like, "Yes." And then a fucking retrograde happened and I saw some shit and I was just like, "Whoa." I saw the contradictions. I saw the hurt, the pain. And then as time went on, it was just it was it was just a lot. It was just a whole lot of stuff that I was like, okay, I'm just going to pull my energy back. This person, I don't wish them any harm. I don't wish them any ill will. I hope that whatever they're looking for, they find it. But it's just starting to get redundant. Like the information and the content is starting to veer from what I thought it was going to be to something totally different. And I don't necessarily want to see that. But, kudos to this person. So I am unsubscribed. I don't feel I may have followed them on Instagram before. I'm not 100%. I probably did, but I don't follow them anymore. But they popped back up, so I started looking at things. And again, the drama. The drama is what brought me back in as I was watching the person, even though I wasn't following the drama, the mess. But now, fast forward to yet another retrograde. And this person is popping them gums again when I feel like they should be taking this time to rest and to assess where they are in life and what they want to do moving forward, who they want to bring with them, who they don't, and all of that shit. And they are now yet again trying to, how can I say this? They're throwing out a defense mechanism in order to make themselves feel good. The first time, and I'm not going to put this person out there, but whoever watches this, even if I don't know, I might put this out. I don't know. If I do decide to put this out and you're watching this, I don't want to say this person's name because this person, and you probably will figure it out. That's fine. But this person has made it their priority, has made it one of their priorities to say that, if you want to, build your shit, go and build your shit. Don't come over here to my shit asking me for nothing, asking me to help you. I built my shit by myself. You go build your shit by yourself. That is what it is. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That's how you feel. That's your prerogative. You can say that, and I can feel however I want to feel. But hey, you're right. Go build my shit. So I won't be dropping no names, um, because I don't want it to. I don't want it to seem as if I'm trying to get anything off of this person's name at all, even though I do have a video where I was talking to the person. So then you really will know who it is if you go all the way down in my shit. But I won't say their name, but it was just like another defense mechanism. Their defense mechanism the last time when people was coming at them was, when you get some money, then come talk to me. You broke. You broke. You broke. You broke. But I'm like, you hurting though. You really hurting. Like I can see it clearly that this person is hurting and they're just sticking to something in their life that seems to be going right. And they're going to use that to deflect, in a sense, to not deal with. And that's when I spoke up and said something. I tried to reach out because the person was like, kind of like asking social media for help, in a sense. And another thing with that, People get on social media crying and doing all this extra shit, asking people for help and advice. And then motherfuckers like me give you fucking advice. But because it's not the advice that you want to hear and it doesn't feed into the shit that you really want to hear, now I'm a broke motherfucker and I can't talk to you until I got some money in my pocket. And it's so crazy because it's like we all, people with sense, are giving you the right fucking, the shit, the right shit. But you don't want to hear that shit. So because you don't want to hear that, you going to bypass what I said, act like you ain't see it, even though I know you did. Like and talk to somebody who's below me, who's saying some bullshit, and then make videos holding up money talking about when you get it like this, then you can come talk to me. You asked for advice, motherfucker. You said you needed some help. Some shit. But I'm learning that it's a tactic. People just do that to keep engagement, and I get it. I'm just not with that shit. I ain't. So maybe that's why it's taking me a lot longer to get put on, because I ain't with the bullshit. But it is what it is. And now this time, what this person is choosing to use as, hold on, make sure this is not gonna play. What this person is choosing to use as their scapegoat, if you will, or their defense mechanism, is now the person that they're with. And they're like, why would I do this for such and such when I got this, and this to do for? And then they use the person that they're with as like their defense mechanism, because right in this moment, shit is going right. That's what seems like it's going right. So since that's what seems like it's going right, that's what I'm going to use to, in a sense, defend myself up against all you people and create more content for all you people who are saying I shouldn't have did this. My something is wrong with me for doing this and picking this over this. And of course, like the person said, their stuff is their stuff. They can choose to do with their stuff whatever the fuck they please. But what bothers people is when you do certain shit and then it's just like did you really have to do that? Case in point, everybody knows around the holidays people be begging. It just is what it is. If a person feel like you got some money and they possibly could get you to give them some with a sob story or whatever the fuck, they're gonna use that shit. So this person, this content creator, has a lot of money. Or at least they perceive, they show themselves off to have a lot of money. And people have been asking this person for money and they're getting tired of it because they gave, and now people are coming crazy at them trying to get money. And they're like, no, I'm not giving nobody no money. And the reasoning behind it was because people were in the comments saying shit like, there was a time where when you was, we've seen you where you were struggling and doing like this or whatever, and it's sad that you can't even help, and blase, what, or whatever. And again, this person has the right to do whatever the fuck they want to do with their money, with their time, with their energy, all of that shit. That's your right. You do what you want. It's your choice. But what was pissing people off was the fact that if you decide to not give, that's totally fine. Nobody's upset at you for not wanting to give to these people. What's pissing people off and pulling at people's heartstrings is the fact that you felt it was important to blast these people and embarrass these people for doing something that you have no idea if the sob story is a real ass sob story or if it's just a person who's just using a fucking sob story to try to get money out of you and they lying. You don't know. But the fact that you're using these people's stories and putting it on your platform and making fun of them, making a mockery of them, that just don't sit right with people. And then the person goes to make a video and say, make a nice somber video to say like, when I didn't have, people wasn't helping me. When I was struggling, nobody was coming to my defense and my rescue helping me. I had to get my ass up and do the work. And we're like, okay, we get that. But the thing that seems to still be going over your head is the fact that nobody's telling you or pissed off at you at the fact that you're choosing not to give. It's yours to give if you want. People are pissed off at the fact of the embarrassment factor. You're making content to embarrass them because it's like you have nothing else. Oh, this is yet another thing because I really don't have anything else to talk about or to show you. So this is something that I can use in order to get engagement, to show people begging. And for me personally, again, it's one of those situations where I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm not mad either way. I mean, it's not me. I don't give a fuck. I know how I would handle the situation. And I feel where a lot of those people are coming from, where they're like, it's just the fact of the embarrassment. And my thought process of it today, when I saw that yet another video was made, and I think this shit is now in like day 3, 2, 3 of you still dragging about people begging. My thing is that one, this person is using that defense mechanism of, oh, I got this that I gotta take care of because they do this and such for me. So I gotta take care of them. When you're contradicting yourself because you told beforehand that this person wasn't doing nothing for you. But again, because y'all are back together and things seem to be going right now for a certain amount of time, it's been going right now. That's what you're gonna use instead of owning up to the fact of you didn't have to do what the fuck you're doing. You didn't have to embarrass anybody. You really didn't. And another thing for me is, okay, so people weren't helping you when you were struggling. People might have been talking about you when you were struggling. So now that you're doing better, instead of not doing the same thing that was done to you, you choose to do the same shit to these other people, but it's on a different scale. It's much worse. We didn't see what was going on behind your doors. We didn't really hear people talking about you when you were struggling, but you got millions of people listening to you and watching you and seeing you break somebody else down around the holidays. Man, if this ain't, what in the hurt people bullshit is this? This is a clear cut case of hurt people fucking hurt people. And again, if I decide to put this out and somebody see it and know who the fuck it is and decide to send it and this person see it is what the fuck it is. It is what it is. But I want it to be known. I'm gonna put it out there all the way because they might chop and screw this shit, maybe, or maybe nobody gonna see this shit. Who fucking knows? But I want to put it out there that it's no hate towards the person. It's no ill will towards the person. This is just literally me seeing some shit and just having an opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. But some people's opinions hold more weight than others. And I'm not saying that mine is going to hold no weight to anybody or whatever. But I got an opinion. If I want to share it, I can fucking share it. And a hit dog will holler if they decide to get fucking pissed about the shit. Because, again, it's just fucked up of how the situation is being shown. And people be wondering why they be going through some of the shit that they be going through, why they be dealing with some of the shit that they dealing with, because it's like, man, you didn't have that shit to do. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to go that far. And I've seen this person as well say things about, I don't do this right, and I know I don't do this right, but I don't care. But they happy with it because they feel like they getting what the fuck they want. I need money and I'm out here getting, and it's making me the money, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck so I can get this money. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck so I can have this person. Man, the fuckery out here today is ridiculous. So I'm fucking cool with my process taking a while for me to get to where the fuck I want to be. Because as long as I know deep down in my heart, what makes me feel good is knowing that I'm doing this shit genuinely off the strength of I just want to be me. I know it's a lot of shit out here on the internet, but fuckers be like, you don't know what to believe. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, you can believe with every fucking thing I say. You can take that how you want though. If you choose to believe it, you can. If you choose not to believe it, you don't have to. But I promise you, I'm not lying. I'm not telling you no lie. I'm not faking shit for nobody. I'm not doing shit for no fucking views. I'm not doing no extra shit for views. Literally how you see me and literally what you fucking see is what the fuck you get. I don't, other than the fact that off the rip when I meet people, and this is the only thing that I don't show online, off the rip when I meet people, I can come off very shy because I don't talk. I don't really talk like that because it's a different energy when you're in the person's face, in a person's energy field, in their space. It's a different type of energy that comes off. Right now, I'm just doing this shit at my house. It's my own energy. So yeah, you gonna get me real raw and uncut, how I am. But when you see me in person, you're like, oh my God, she's so shy. She's so timid. She's so quiet. Some people have even called me fucking boring. They have. But my energy know who to buck up with. My energy know who to cut up with. My energy know who's gonna match that shit. And my energy knows who to be like, they don't deserve that. They only deserve it from a distance. They don't deserve it up close. And I'm cool with that. So yeah, man. Be careful out here with who the fuck you listening to, who the fuck you watching, who you following. I mean, I get it. A lot of this shit out here is entertainment. I get it. People want to be entertained because life is already fucking hard and we going through shit. So we want to laugh. We want to have a good fucking time. And I get it. But don't forget that you going through shit. Take the time to go through the shit. Flow through the shit so you can feel better. Okay? Do you feel me? Okay. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. I love you. Take care of yourself. Drink your water and mind your goddamn business. And be careful of the fucking company you keep and the energy that you have around you. Watch whatever the fuck you want to watch. Keep your energy to yourself while you watching it because that shit is energy harvesting as well. It will make you feel all these range of emotions. But be careful with that shit because they trying to get you. I fucking love you, bruh. And you already know this shit.